still have them, but I keep them very safe. Keep them locked up. I only get them out once a year, have a little look, to convince myself that we did win them. I'm proud of them. It really is the Gold Cup. There are a lot of people now who enjoy racing who don't remember Best Mate at all. They were in their cradles in those days, or not born at all. It is amazing to think it's 20 years. I always said anybody could have trained him, because he almost trained himself. He came out into the yard every morning, you know, with a bright step and just wanting to be there. And it lifted your heart as well to see him. And he was inspiring. Everything always surprises me with horses, but it never surprised Terry, who had been in the game for so many years. And he always believed in this horse. And when we ran him in the first Gold Cup, I thought, well, lovely to be there. Great to have a runner in the Gold Cup, but I couldn't see him possibly winning. But when he won that, I mean, Terry said, told you so, you know, he just always believed in the horse. There was such excitement from the owners and the people around him to run in the race again the next year that our minds just focused on Cheltenham Gold Cup 2003. I got a huge amount of stick, and they said, oh, Hen Knight, she just wraps him up in cotton wool, she never shows him to the public. Ridiculous, he never runs. He's surprisingly enough quite a delicate horse, and I think if we'd gone to the well too often, we wouldn't have had a horse ready for Cheltenham 3 years running. His owner, Jim Lewis, he was mad keen to have a third go. And so that's what we tried to do. Terrified's not the right word. I was full of apprehension. Terry had walked the course a couple of times, and he had discovered a strip of unraced on ground down the inside. And so Terry said to Jim, whatever you do, you stick to that line down the inside. Jim was ice cool on a day. He says now that he had terrific nerves, but he never showed them. He never worried about the jumping with Best Mate, because you knew that was his strong point, and he knew he loved Cheltenham, he loved that hill. Paul Carberry started to pin him in. They all pinned him in.
Best Mate being held in there by Harbour Pilot, didn't get a good run.
I wasn't even thinking of how I was feeling, I was just watching.
Best Mate has got to get out of trouble, and now pulls wide at the front pair, then Sir Rembrandt wider out, and the second last, Best Mate, great jump, and there he takes it up, and 38 years on, now Best Mate has his big chance to emulate Arkle, heading down to the last, is Best Mate from Harbour Pilot, Best Mate a half length to Harbour Pilot, Sir Rembrandt is back in third, Best Mate, he's a length ahead of Harbour Pilot, starting up the hill, it's familiar territory, Best Mate from Harbour Pilot, Sir Rembrandt on the outside, can he hang on? He's clinging on, Best Mate bounding away, Best Mate, 3 Gold Cups, Sir Rembrandt and Harbour Pilot, then before Salmon who stayed on well.
It took a long time for it to really sink in. Probably only now it's completely sinking in. I mean, I think he was very much the people's horse. People wanted him to win. I think they wanted to make history, and they wanted him to be the maker of history. He always burst into tears, Terry, when things got very emotional. He was a very emotional man. Terry was a big part, and Jim Cullity for riding him. He just got on with that horse so well. When Simon Holt says 3 Gold Cups, that still sends a tingle down my spine. I wonder if it'll ever happen again. Anybody will say 3 Gold Cups. I do like Galopin. I think he could. I think he's a very good horse, and people are very fond of him. The horse makes his own history, and he writes his own story. I mean, I'm lucky ever to have seen a day like that, or to have lived it. And it was a dream. It was a real dream.